Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the man, myth, the legend, Omar Afaro. How you doing, buddy?
Let's go. What's up, Michael? How are you? How's everybody doing?
I'm doing very, very well. Hey, we got to talk about the market. Let's remind people what market you're in. It's important. You can go back on this channel and your playlist called Omar, coincidentally enough, and look at what we've talked about the last 6 months or so. We talk about your market first episode every week, and you said something before I hit go or start or whatever you call it on this thing, and you said the bottom is falling out, which caught my attention. Because that's not what I'm thinking is happening across the country. But again, you're in a market that is kind of the canary in the coal mine for California. So maybe California's in trouble. What's going on in your market?
I don't want to say California's in trouble, but most people are becoming realistic now, and a lot of sellers are moving their houses off the market because they're not getting the number that they want. They're definitely not getting that interest rate that they want on that, either that downsizing of a home or the upgrade of a house. Because if you downsize on a house and you don't have the right interest rate, it's the same damn payment for something cheaper. And it's like, why would you leave to something smaller? And you have a 3% loan or 3.5% loan now. It's like, it doesn't make fucking sense. So sorry,
yeah, you owe me $1. That's one. You get two up per show.
Shit. Oh crap, there it is.
Oh, there you go.
Just kidding.
You're done.
All right.
But that's funny, because when you said the bottom's falling out, I'm like, no, let's just get this recorded raw. I thought you were going to talk about prices going bananas, but what you're basically talking about is what I've been calling for. We had record demand destruction. We've already seen it. Now we're having record supply destruction. People are starting to do the math, and they're like, no, honey, we're not selling. We are staying put. This is exactly what I've been calling. I was scared for a minute, but this is awesome. This is what I thought was coming.
This is great. Like, I'm, as an investor, we couldn't time the market perfectly. We've lost on some deals, 2 to be exact, actually 1, and then the other one broke even. But now it's like anything I have in escrow, I'm like, hey, listen, you either want a price reduction or I'm not buying it. I don't need to buy your house. You need to sell it, but I don't need to buy it. And
yeah, this is exactly what I thought was coming.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm telling you, it's absolutely nuts. I mean, our numbers went down. We had 1,700 houses for sale, 1,710 or 1,715 last week, and now we're under 1,600. So that means people are canceling.
I want to celebrate for a minute, because I want you to remember last week. You were telling me, and again, admit it or not, but I believe it was either last week or the week before. It might have been the week before. You're like, Michael, inventory's coming. We're going to go over 2,000. I don't know.
You're right. I did say that. Yeah.
And I'm like, no, Omar, I don't think that's going to happen. They're going to pull it off the market. They're going to cancel. They're going to expire. Inventory's going down.
Okay. All right. But on a second note, if it wasn't for the cancellations, we did receive new listings. Because now listings are going to sit on the market for 60, 90 days. So then inventory will increase. But right now it's just that little fucking tray that is trying to get the gold out. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So
yeah, you're on fire today.
Because it's like, hey, it's there, but now it just goes to show you that you really need to figure out exactly how to price your property. If you're a realtor, real estate professional, you need to figure out how much you're going to be spending to purchase a property. And by the way, one thing that I've done myself, and I was just telling this to my lady yesterday, I was like, I don't want to buy one more property unless it's some type of creative financing, owner carrying, sub 2, whatever it is, because the reason is because it's so volatile that if you're going to go buy a bridge loan, not buy a bridge loan, but if you're going to go buy a house and use a bridge loan, which is the hard money loan for flippers, I'm going to be buying, if I am going to do it, I'm buying it for $150,000, $180,000 under ARV. And then this way I'm still able to flip for $50,000 or $60,000. But look at that huge spread, because the way the market's going, and we can't see, we received some offers yesterday on some of our properties. And I'm like, okay, that's 10K under. Well, all right, that's fine, because I'm going to drop it 10K in the next week and a half. So if I can get it closed before the next payment, perfect. So I'm accepting 2 or 3 offers because they came immediately. And that window of opportunity is right now. You get the offer, you get it accepted, and you move it into escrow. At least get that emotion attached to that buyer.
Yeah, do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor, given you're an agent. I'm going to guess the other side is already doing this, but get the other side to get their buyer to have a rate lock, because rates have come down the
doing
last
that too.
days.
Yes.
Yeah, do that today. That way also they get pot committed, right? A buyer comes in, they get a rate lock, and then rates go up in a week or two, maybe. They're going to stick with your purchase because that's where their rate lock is. So again, use that to your advantage. So again, this is awesome, because when you said the bottom was falling out, I really thought you were going to tell me prices. But again, what is happening? We're heading into winter. People are finally doing the math and realizing that even if they downsize, they have to pay more. Who is going to sign up for that?
No, nobody.
No, it's just not. And what's going to happen, again, I'm calling phase 2 of the housing crash, started September 15th. It will go till March 15th. Why March 15th? That is when the spring selling season comes. I have no idea what happens March 15th, but we will find out together. Where are rates? Are we in a recession?
Yep.
It's awesome. But back to the other point, I want to tie this together because you are a real estate entrepreneur. Go back and watch Omar's episodes from last week. We had a conversation about your book, taking a couple of small L's. You're reducing your portfolio of work in process or inventory, and you are buying better. If you're going to use bridge debt hard money, it's going to be super low ARVs. ARVs you haven't seen, like the gap or the spread you haven't seen in years. Or you're going to deploy less cash and buy more cash flow rentals, just like me. I am ecstatic for what's coming. And it's so far coming just as I expected.
Dude, it's awesome. I mean, the projection was right, Michael. So on camera, on record, Michael has predicted this, and it's freaking cool. Now, is it going to stay this way? It most likely will. But if it doesn't, at least you know that you need to adjust your buy box. And if you haven't already, then go do your homework.
This is awesome. And again, what I really like about this is you took the medicine. You took the medicine. Not everybody would do that. When you take the medicine early, you cleanse yourself. You're freer. And now the Omar that I just saw when you're talking about buying creatively in sub 2, that's the guy I'm excited to see. Right? That's a month ago, you were kind of still that Omar that was kind of addicted to the easy, quick flips, easiest time to flip. Oh, I'm buying this, buying that. And like, dude, Omar, slow down. And now you're where it's going to be awesome.
Yeah. And, perspective for everybody that's listening. Yeah, I'm still, gung-ho. If there's a great deal, I'm going to do it. So is everybody else. If I'm able to make a $50,000, $60,000 profit, great. My buy box now, if I don't make 50K on the flip side, I don't want to, because think about it. If the market changes like this again, we lose $20,000 from that profit. Now it is a $20,000 or $30,000 profit. Something's wrong. There's a new septic or this, that, and the other. You're making 15K. So at this point, I'm like, I'd rather go take a listing, which I did the last couple weeks, right? Not that I'm super active on that side of it, but I am. But I'll make $100,000 on 3-4 properties that I listed. And it's zero money out of pocket except an hour and a half of a conversation.
That's awesome.
Big difference. This is why you have to have like the different strategies, because hey, it's to make $100,000 right now flipping houses. You're deploying so much capital. Unless you're in LA and other big areas, there's still the little pockets. But for the most part, 90% of people that are watching this,
no,
it's very difficult to go make $100,000 in profit on a flip or in 4 flips.
No, this is the market we're going. And again, between now and March 15th, I am looking for creative deals. I am personally willing to put up 10% of the purchase. That's the max.
Yep.
That's the max cash I will deploy. Right.
Perfect.
It pays commissions. It pays this. It pays that. Right. I don't want the seller coming out of pocket, but then I'm going to get terms like you have never heard of. Right. 1%, 2%, 3%, whatever it is. I'm going to pay so little and have a balloon payment 15 or 20 years out. I am going to buy Park Place in Boardwalk in Fresno, California. And the deal structure is going to be amazing. I'm excited for what's coming. So Omar, where can people follow you? You're investing in your team. You're growing. You're going to take advantage of this environment. Where can people join you?
Guys, follow me at Invest with Omar or go to omaralfaro.com. And by the way, please start following because there's something new that's coming out. Michael doesn't even know. All I'm going to tell you is that people in real estate will be expanding their knowledge when they plug in.
Awesome. Thanks, brother.
You're welcome.